On the Sherry Lord Talk Show podcast. Start your day off with the Higher Vibrational podcast with weekly guests covering spirituality, healthy foods, and so much more. Go to SherryLord.com for more info.
Yeah.
Join us live on the Sherry Lord Talk Show podcast.
We got a glitch today.
With the Higher Vibrational podcast with weekly guests covering spirituality, healthy foods, and so much more. Go to SherryLord.com for more info.
Wow, welcome everybody. We have a little bit of a glitch. It must be the solar thing happening right now.
And we just entered Mercury and
exactly. So we're going to bless it all and say it's good. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, everyone. I'm your influencer host, Sherry Lord. Thank you for joining us this morning. We also have paid advertisement. So book your special event or products with us. Go to www.sherrylord.com. And we are so excited today because we have a very special guest, Cheryl Snyder, and her topic is how to heal your low vibrational feelings. Now, everybody goes through this. You definitely want to hone in and tune into her topic and her wealth of information to share with us and tools and how we can maneuver through this. We all get affected by this, especially with Mercury. It's going to be even more. So let's have some tools. Thank you, Cheryl, for being with us. And we're going to run her banner on the bottom. And what I would like to say is that Cheryl is an intuitive empath light worker, a healing energy worker, oracle and reader, distant healer, spiritual teacher, psychic medium, and the owner of Choices Unlimited for the Spiritual Needs LLC. And welcome, Cheryl. We're so excited to have you on our show. And this is a really good topic. And I tell you, there's a lot of people going through a lot and they don't know how to deal or maneuver through it. So can you tell people a little bit about you and, you know, how you got started in your path? And we'll go right into the topic after that.
Okay. Hi. Thank you for having me here today. Appreciate it. Oh, gosh. I don't know. I started out as a child, right?
Yeah.
Everybody does. And you have these, you know, I played around with magical things and I really was into it. But, you know, parents said, they convinced me it was just my imagination and it wasn't real. And so I let go of that for a long time. Was when I just one day I'm coming by Choices and I kept getting drawn here when Pat Musty owned the shop. And she says, we need somebody to help. There was a sign on the door and I came in and said, I want to help you. I want to be part of this. And she says, well, you know, it's not a paid position. And I went, well, I don't know. I left. And then I came back about a week later and I got to be here. I'll volunteer. So I did. For like 5 years. It's a long time. Wow. But in that time, I mean, it didn't even seem like 5 years. Yeah. But she taught me everything, you know, how to run the shop and how to do readings and, you know, all these different things like that. And I became more and more aware and I started taking classes with Bonnie Bird and Rochelle Gaiman. And that just like opened things up for me. And I can remember just skipping through the shop one day. It's like, Spirit is so within me, and I just was loving it. Anyways, then Pat wanted to retire a few years ago, and I bought the shop in 2021, August of 2021. Wow! So we're coming up to 3 years now, and it's been great. I've been able to help others and have classes here.
You're doing a great job. You really are. And can you let our audience know where Choices Unlimited is located?
Yes, it is in Richland, Michigan at 8887 Gull Road. It's an old white farmhouse across the street from Harding's. And it's in Michigan. You can contact us through Cheryl at choicesunlimited.com, LLC.com. Or you can give us a phone call, 269-629-5507.
Yeah, this is really. Do you have a website too, so that they can
Oh, yes,
go
I
in
do.
and browse what you offer? Yeah.
I cannot remember it. It's www.choicesunlimitedllc.com.
Okay, great. Now, you have a lot of abilities too. You can sense, see, feel, and so how did the topic, your topic, how to heal low vibrational feelings? We all go through feelings and we don't know how to process them sometimes. If
Right.
you're
Yeah.
starting out or if you're with someone, a lot of us have been doing it on a long time and can maneuver, know how to transform that. But a lot of people need help with this. So can you
Right.
give us some stories about maybe yourself in a situation or some of your clients that's been in a situation and how you've helped them? Like when people get
Oh,
stuck or they feel low vibrational feelings, what does that really mean?
okay. So someone say they've come in and they have been triggered by something that happened in the past,
Yep.
and they're still they're going through that again because something similar happened to them, and they're hanging on to those feelings and they can't get away.
Yeah.
They can't let it go. So I try to help them see that if they can look at those feelings
Mm-hmm.
and see that they're connected to a belief that came from the past, then if they can let go of that belief because it doesn't align with them anymore, then they can get rid of that feeling. If that belief's not there, then that feeling's not, it's attached to
Yeah.
that. You get rid of that belief, the feeling goes too. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that it is connected. They're just feeling this with this person, and sometimes it is attached to a past life, but they didn't know how to transmute that or to move beyond it. Like you said, you change the belief, you find out where it's at, where it's
Right.
stemming
Right.
from.
And sometimes you're
Right.
right. Sometimes it doesn't have to go all the way back to another lifetime. It could just be from when they were younger, or
Yeah.
maybe,
Right.
2 weeks ago or a month ago, whenever it happened.
Yeah.
And then they internalize that and they identify with that feeling, and
They
they
have to feel
and it
it.
kind of overcomes and it shadows everything else,
Yeah, so
until
they
they can
can
get
go
rid of
beyond, they can get beyond it. Yeah, so they don't have to live with that vibrational
Right.
feeling
And
and this
there's so
trigger.
many different ways that we can help them with that we can, that's why it's Choices Unlimited,
Yeah,
because everybody heals in a different way. Everybody learns in different ways. So we offer, massage, and Reiki is a really good way to move some of that energy
yeah,
out of there, as everybody watching probably knows.
yeah,
Um, through card readings, we can find out where they're at and where we're going from here, what's their best path.
yeah.
And then if we do some mindset coaching too, then that's looking at, well, it's basically what I wanted to talk to you about
Yeah,
today.
we are going to talk about that too. Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and include that even as we're speaking.
So just, it's important to know that we're all energy.
Yep.
Everything is energy. And I just want to, so everything is energy, and we attach even the things that we think, okay, are energy, our feelings, the things we think, the actions, everything. And we attach beliefs to those things. As we're growing up, we learn certain beliefs. Our parents help us learn things and assign these beliefs to them. And we fall back on that sometimes when we're triggered by something that happens. And, those feelings start coming back.
Yeah,
We don't understand why, but we have those feelings again. And we think that that is the way things are and they have to be that way, but they don't. What we can do is figure out where that belief started and
right.
then figure it out from there. Most people don't understand that as their minds develop, they begin to identify with the different those different parts.
Right.
And we have all different parts, like mother, sister, brother, fat, skinny. There's all these things that we identify with, and that takes us out of the moment. What we want to do is stay in the present moment. And so as we develop these stories, they can hold us back, or we can, somebody said, good morning, yay. Sometimes the stories are sad. Sometimes they're angry. They can be shaming. All those low vibrational stories are the ones that we want to try to let go of course. But what we tend to do is stuff them down and not want to deal with them, because they're hard. They're hard to deal with. And we just want to forget about them. So we shove them down and we don't deal with them. But that's why they come back up, because they're knocking on your door, saying, pay attention to me. And then that's what happens, is we relive them. So what can you do to stop that from happening again and again and again? You put yourself in the role of an observer, and then you can see what's going on. You're not putting yourself into the story again and reliving those emotions again. Instead, you're looking back. So instead of reliving that experience again, how do I want to put that? Let's say that you are reliving that experience again. You're letting your ego and your mind take over and direct the way that things are going. And we're not with spirit anymore. So we need to, if we stay in the present moment, then we have spirit. We're in spirit. We're in alignment. Does that make sense? I'm not sure I'm making sense. Okay.
I get it.
Okay, so when we're not in spirit and we're letting these feelings take us, then we're suffering. And we don't want to do that. So all right, so one thing that I wanted to do to explain is that when we get into that state and we're reliving those feelings, our brain is producing something called cortisol, which is a hormone that puts us into that fight or flight syndrome. And, we know that a little bit of cortisol is probably good for us because it keeps us aware, and, but if we have too much of it, then it's not good for our bodies. It's not good for our mind. It's not good for our bodies. If we want to be free of that, then that's where the understanding that belief and how the feelings are attached to it, that's where that comes from. When we're feeling distraught, unhappy, afraid, or ashamed, and so on, it's because we're holding on to that belief. And that belief is not in alignment with who our true self is. So we have to ask ourselves, what is it that I am believing right now that is causing me to feel this way, that is causing me not to be in alignment? Okay. And once you figure out what that feeling is, what that belief is, then you can start learning in a more conscious way. You can attack that. You can start looking at that and figuring out where it came from. You can identify what the belief is and see that it doesn't apply to who you are. It's not your true self. It's not in alignment with who you are, with your spirit self. And it's not in alignment with your true vibration. So now you can let that go. once you're able to identify what that belief is, and you know that it's not part of who you really are, then you can figure out, well, how do I want to be? Who am I really? And how does this align with spirit? Okay. Once you figure that out, then you can let that belief go, and the energy of the feeling goes with it. Does that?
Yeah, that was a really good way of explaining it. We want to tell everybody that Cheryl is going to be giving away through our drawings today, but you got to chat something between 10 and before, between 10 and 10:30. It's usually about 10:25 we start doing the drawing. But she's giving away a 15-minute reading. We want to say thank you to Beth Perry for joining us. We want people to chat. We get a lot of people watching us. We really love you to say hi and be in the drawing, but you got to chat to be able to win the drawing. And we're so happy to have Cheryl here explaining about feelings and vibrational feelings and how to get past them, because we all have them and we all get into a point with where we need to deal with it and not stuff it. She's really covered that really well. And is there anything else you'd like to explain with this too? You wanted to talk about?
Yeah, actually, and sorry.
No, please.
Hi, Jody. Actually, what I wanted to do was explain that we have teamed up here at Choices Unlimited to help people get through all that. So the first, we have these packages called the New World Spa package, where you can spend 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour with each of 3 people. Pardon me. So what you would do is say you're going to do the 30-minute package. You would see Jody, and Jody would she would help you with your mindset. So that would deal with the mind, right? She would help you turn things around and figure out how to identify those feelings and those beliefs and how to work with those. Then you would see Courtney Cole next, and she would do Reiki, and that would work on the energies within your body that don't need to be there, move those negative energies out of there. And then you would see me next, and I would work with the side of spirit, where I would do a card reading, and then we would figure out what your next steps are, or what's the next thing that you need to do? What does spirit want, hoping that you will do next? And so we've worked with mind, body, and spirit then.
Right. Wow, that's beautiful. And they can go to the website, or they can call you for how to join. And is there a cost? What is the cost for this?
Okay, so we have 3 different packages. Okay. The first one is called The Awakening, and that would be 15 minutes with each one of us.
Oh, wow.
And that would be $45. And then if it's a 30-minute package, that is the essential package. And that is, what are the $30 per session? 30. So that would be $90. And then if you do the Nirvana package, which is an hour with each one of us, that would be $180. Right.
It's a good package.
It's very new. We've done it twice. And those customers were very happy with how everything went and enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm still trying to remember the prices, so I was getting a little bit out there.
But it's awesome, though. I think they're really reasonable prices for what you're offering and giving people to experience what you're offering, too. I think this is a great package. I really do. There's a lot of people who really need help, that are really ready and wanting to understand. So that's really, really important, and to move forward from where they are. And I think you have a good group of people, at Choices Unlimited. I've been a guest there many, many years. I'm talking over 20 some years. I haven't been there in a while, but I go when guided and when I'm there, but it's always been a pleasure. And I tell you, Choices Unlimited was the first time when I met Pat. And this was over 25 years ago, about 25 years ago. It's been a while. And I did my first deep trance with Namara there. That was the first time when I started to go into going out of my comfort zone and go into a new level. And she was the first store that I went to out of the Traverse City area. So I really have a heartfelt with them and with that store. And I am really happy that you are now the new owner. We appreciate Pat, and we know we go through life changes, and love Pat as well, but also love Cheryl and what you're doing and taking the torch and adding new things to the store. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful, and it's heartfelt, and it's so wonderful to have that store in this rural area. I think it's so cool because you get a lot of people from all over that gets guided there. It's like a pillar of light. And there's beautiful energy there. You definitely want to make sure you stop in. Anyone that's not aware of Richland, Michigan over there, it's not far from, was it Kalamazoo? You're like on a border there, or you're next there. And it'd be easy to find them. But I tell you what, they're like, a hidden gem. I'm going to say they're like a hidden gem. You definitely want to stop by and say hello and check out the store and what they offer. And I'm sure they have products still there and things that they have. And you're going to love the energy there. And the people are so heartfelt, and a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom there with their group of people that are there. And it's just so good to have the store still there. A lot of changes are happening. Hands are changing with a lot of stores too, but it's meant to bring new, always to evolve where you are and to add to where you are, which I am really happy that you're there and holding the light there for the people to find you. I think that's fantastic in the services that you offer. So I personally have been there and tell you guys, you want to stop in and say hi, and you want to get look at their packages that they have. I think that's a great idea what you're doing, and it's a new way of broadening, just being creative with it. And we have to be nowadays. You have to be creative with it. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to share with? How does people get unstuck? People get stuck sometimes and they don't know why they're stuck. Do you have any tips for anybody, what they can do at home, or if they're in a situation? I know you already said a few things, which was very beneficial.
Right.
Well, is there anything else?
Journaling is very important. Keeping contact, your connection with spirit is also very important. Call on your angels, your spirit guides, and ask them to help you. And I mean, if you are have pure intent with that, it will happen. It will happen. Just also, if there's things that you want, if you're stuck and you want to manifest a way to get out of that, you are capable of doing that. We all have all the gifts. We just have to, some of them are stronger in us, and we just have to work toward, practicing them and developing them. And you can do that here at Choices. You can also find, there are a lot of videos out there that will help you with that in YouTube and I imagine there are other places as well, on Facebook. To get unstuck.
Yeah, because you get in the energy, and it's like some people, they don't know how to move forward. They're stuck from the past and not moving forward, and letting go and being present again. You kept mentioning the word being present, which is really important for people to do, which I think is very, very important. Yeah, and we all have angels, and we love calling upon them. Like you said, they're all there for all of us. And you just have to look up and have faith and trust and ask them to help you or guide you to someone who can help you move forward, which I think is a wonderful thing. And what type of reader are you? I mean, we have a lot of tarot people. We have a lot of direct channels, but everyone has a gift. We all have abilities, but we all have a special, unique gift. So as a channel, what do you feel you offer to the people? What is your type of reading as a tarot?
So I've got my own category. I think, I don't know.
Do you see loved ones who pass sometimes that come through?
I do. Sometimes I can connect with them. And they're usually very good connections. Once in a while, a spirit will come forward, and they only give me a little bit. Sometimes they give me quite a bit, and it blows me away.
Yeah. Is it like past, present,
It always amazes me. Sorry.
Is it like past, present, and future, or you help
My
people
readings? So
average,
So I use both Oracle and Tarot, and I just use them intuitively.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, just so people know, and everyone's got their style. I guess that's why I was looking. Everybody's got their own style.
I like to do a quick meditation, it's like 7 minutes, and that just raises their vibration. So that we can get messages more easily. And then it makes them more relaxed too, because the meditation that I do, they can't walk out of here feeling really good.
It's important, and they need that. People need that, and they need guidance, and healing at the same time, which I think is great. We want to let people know we're going to be doing the drawing. So there's a 15-minute reading drawing giveaway with Cheryl. So you have to chat something, and we're going to do that in about 30 seconds. We're going to start doing the drawing. I got to kind of pop out, and I'll do it from behind the scene. It's anybody that chats, your faces come up with your name, and then it has confetti coming up. I'm going to be reaching out to my representative. I've been saying that every week, but I'm now settled. I had moved, so everything's coming together. And now I can start working on getting the web person in and start working with her to start showing it. I love it if you guys can see the names and all the confetti of the winner that shows up. But right now I have to go behind the scenes to run it, because I don't know how to show it up on the screen yet to actually work. I had it come up once, but it wasn't working. I had to do it behind the scene. So we give you just a few more seconds. Please at least say hi if you're watching so that you can be in the drawing. Cheryl's amazing. You're going to love the reading from her, and you're going to love what she offers. Make sure you go to her store, her website, or because the people like to read about you and what you offer. And also you can call her. I'm going to be running the banner right now so that you guys can see the information on the bottom, and it should be scrolling in just a minute. There you go. And you can also get all of her information on the bottom, and there's a phone number there, I believe, and she's the owner of the Choices Unlimited for Your Spiritual Needs LLC. And you are going to her information is on the bottom, and a little bit about who she is and what she offers, and her own gifts as well. And like I said, these are people that's been on the path for a long time. They're aware. Yep. And you definitely want to get a hold of her, and you definitely want to go and check out their store, because I tell you, that was the very first store outside of my comfort zone long time ago when I first started, and expanding in the deep trance as well as the psychic intuitive international channel. That was the very first store I went to. So they have a special place in my heart, and support, always have been. They're a good store, just so you guys know.
Sherry, I don't know if you remember, but I met my higher self in one of your classes.
That
was right when I was first starting.
We're all here doing the work. We're all here doing the work. But we just want people to know how to find people and to shine their light and to help guide others as well, and for their fullest path and blessings in their life too, and and to live more of a joyful life and with peace and happy, and we all try to get there. There's her phone number. This is where she can be reached. This is going to play every time you watch this video. You'll get all that information. Make sure you connect with them and get a hold of them as well. So what we're going to do is go do the drawing. I'm going to go back to where it says comments. And we have Beth, very interesting. So we're going to go to I'm going to pop out. So Cheryl, you can hear me though. You guys can hear me. I'm running it. I just hit start, and it's collecting all the drawings. So I'm going to see some faces. It takes it a few seconds, and then it will tell me who won. All right. We got a winner. It says it's Beth. That's
Ooh,
fun. That's
birthday.
fun. All the confetti's going. I wish you guys could see this. I love it when it does that. But oh well. I
Congratulations,
know.
Beth.
Yeah. Beth, you want a 15-minute reading? So, just email me. I have Beth's information. And what I'll do is forward it to you. And she can call you. I can give her the phone number. It's even down here. And then she can call you. And you're going to have a wonderful time. She's beautiful. She's from light and love and a wonderful beacon on her path. Thank you, Cheryl, so much. And
Thanks for
and
having
again,
me.
we want people to know where your store is, how they can get a hold of you. We want to make sure they have all that information. She's saying thank you. Looking forward to it.
Great.
So go ahead and tell people where your store is again and the phone
Oh, I'm
number.
sorry.
No, we want to close that with that because we want people to remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can reach me at Cheryl, that's CHERYL, at choicesunlimitedllc.com. That's my email address. Or you can call me 269-629-5507. The address of the shop is it's Choices Unlimited 8887. So 8887.
Yeah.
And 8 is my lucky number. 8887 Gull Road, Richland, Michigan. The zip code's 49083. It's right downtown Richland, Michigan, right across the street from the Harding's Market. Big white farmhouse.
Yep. And you guys have a sign out there still. There was a sign out there, so you won't be able to miss it. And I tell you what, I love the store. I love visiting every time I went. And you guys are just going to love it. If you've not been there, make sure you stop by. Say hi to all the people that are part of that beautiful store and all the wonderful people who are doing their services there, because they got a good staff of people and they got good people there working with them, to help you and to help all who come in that door. You'll feel the love, you'll feel the angels and guides. And
I feel like we're a big family.
Yeah, absolutely. We just want to say thank you, Cheryl, for being on our show. We'll have you back. And we want to thank everybody for watching us and everyone who chatted, and congratulations to Beth Perry. Also, we want to know who we have coming up next. And you can also get Cheryl's information. It's also on our website, www.sherrylord.com. Have a blessed, amazing journey filled with prosperity, joy, and abundance. Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.